and Happy New Year. Today I want to talk about my New Year's resolutions. I think New Year's resolutions are very polarizing. Some people are really into making them, and some people think they're so stupid. I like the idea of it being kind of a new year, new slate. It just feels like a restart, kind of, right? A reset, maybe you could say, I guess. I don't believe that if you're making a resolution, unless you're like way behind it, I don't think you should make like, this is the year I'm gonna be happy, or this is the year I'm gonna quit smoking or lose weight. Like, I don't think you should wait for a new year to do like big changes in your life. I think you should try whenever, but I do think it's kind of a time for reflection and change. So I decided, and I had no idea why, I never thought I would make a video like this, but I just decided I wanted to put up my New Year's resolutions and see if it would be interesting to people, I guess. So I kind of was inspired yesterday. I'm not into like what I got for Christmas videos, but one thing I did get was this coloring journal. Pretty Places, a coloring journal. I got it from my mom. I'm almost positive she got it from like Barnes & Noble or something. It doesn't have a sticker on it, but I even started coloring it yesterday, 2 days ago. I was watching Austin Powers. We've been sick this week in this home, so we've been watching lots of movies and TV. We've watched lots of Frasier and Friends, but I started coloring it while I was watching, and I just thought it was kind of fun. It's a cute journal. There are lined plain pages, and then there are pages, I just opened up to that, that's great, where you can like color in a doodle, I suppose, when you're feeling inspired. So yesterday, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this journal. I don't regularly journal, technically. I'll talk about that in a second, but I just decided to write down my New Year's resolutions in here. I feel like keeping notes of things that you want to change or do or whatever. I keep notes sometimes when I do like low buy months where I want to be more conscious of what I'm spending. I will write like things that I can buy and things that I am avoiding buying, things like that. I find that writing down your intentions is very, very helpful regardless of what your intentions are. So my very first resolution is to continue my thankful journal. In 2015, had a really hard year. It was like a year of personal growth. It was a year of like just general, like, my dad had some health issues. He's fine now, but like died and was resuscitated. I lost 3 of my cats. I had 3 cats and they all died within the year of different illnesses. It was really terrible. Went to a lot of vets appointments, spent a lot of money. It was awful. My parents moved from my childhood home. That was kind of more of like personal growth, having to go through stuff and like say goodbye to certain things and traditions and stuff that would revolve around the home. Boyfriend was in an accident. I had to help him out a lot. That was challenging. That's challenging on a relationship. We had only been dating for about a year, so that was hard. Generally speaking, and then in 2016 my mom had a health issue. Like, this was in February, and someone hit my car like 2 weeks into the new year of this year. Someone hit my car. Of course, they didn't leave a note. Drove away. My car was smashed. And this was kind of what inspired me. It was just my driver's side door that was smushed. But it was like smushed. I had to get it replaced. And I stopped after I kind of freaked out about it. I stopped and thought, you know, at least I wasn't in the car, right? If my car is going to be smashed, I wasn't in the car, no one was hurt. If the person who hit my car was hurt, they took off, they dealt with that. But I started to think that. I'm like so thankful I wasn't in the car. And then I was thinking to myself, because I had to pay for it out of pocket. Well, I had insurance and I had to pay the deductible out of pocket. And I thought, well, you know what? At least I have the money to spend on this. I was able to take it out of my emergency, savings, like, oh crap, this happened, fund, without even thinking about it. And not a lot of people, not everybody can do that, I guess. So that inspired me to do a thankful journal. So my dad had given this to me Christmas of 2014. It's Jane a Day. I think it came from TJ Maxx. It's a 5-year journal with just different Jane Austen quotes. And you write just little chunks every year for 5 years. So I picked it up and I started writing. I can look at the date. It was like January 17th was the very first day I wrote in it. I don't want to I don't know. So some days I'm thankful for really dumb things. Some days I'm thankful for the Gilmore Girls because I'm sick and I watched 8 hours of the Gilmore Girls. Some days I'm thankful for makeup. Other days I'm thankful that I wasn't in a car accident, or I wasn't in the car when I was in a car accident. Thankful that I have a roof over my head. I address all sorts of things, and I want to continue that because it really does make me find something to be thankful for every single day, even if they are silly. It's still like I'm being thankful and I'm actively being thankful. So I'm going to continue that. One thing that I really want to do, I don't know if this is dumb or not, but like I love Christmas and I love Christmas shopping for people, and I love like looking for gifts and getting ideas, and it'll be like September, October, and you kind of start thinking of like what would be a great gift, and I just did really well like for finding like great gifts for people this year, and I kind of want to continue that. My mom's birthday is in January, so that'll be like by January 1. I don't want to go crazy, but like I am going to actively buy presents for people every month and really try to be thoughtful about it, not just like here I'm going to shower you with gifts. I want to be active and enjoy that because I love giving to people. I think a lot of people do, and so I would like to do that. I'm going to continue on my healthy goals. I haven't really addressed that on this channel, but I, in the last 2 months, have been actively trying to lose weight, but also actively trying to change things in my mind about the way I feel about myself and my body, the way I have, or I guess like my relationship with food, with activity. I am trying that. I'm going to do a book review on Food Freedom Forever from Melissa Hartwig. I've really enjoyed it. I'm just not finished with it yet, but I'm going to do a book review, and I'll probably address those issues more in that. One goal that I have almost every single year is to read 52 books. This year I read, I think it said 55 that I have completed this year. I keep track on Goodreads. You can set a challenge on Goodreads every year. I'll do that. I believe I'm at 55, and it might be one more if I keep reading, depending on when I finish. I have a couple books going right now. One thing that I was watching a L'Amour at La Musique video yesterday, and she used this quote of, she said something about things that give me a deep sense of happiness. And I loved the way, I'm going to move my notebook up here so I can see this, but I love the way that that is phrased. And I was just, when I was watching her video was when I decided to make my little list of things. I think it was a Q&A. I can link it down below. But I thought, like, what are the things that give me, like, a profound sense of happiness? It's obviously not always things, right? But sometimes it is. I mean, whatever. I think things are like, hanging out with your best friends, hanging out with your family. For me, it's hanging out with my family. It's obviously not for everybody. Hanging out with, like, my boyfriend, just doing stupid things, like doing our normal routines, reading books, being focused on myself, like, in terms of my health. I love, like, skincare, and I love, like, makeup and the creative side, and all those things, like, really make me me, and they make me feel so happy. So I want to keep that at the forefront of my focus more, and I think that's something that I obviously will need to be, like, refreshed a few times through the year, because it's very easy to, like, forget about those things. But, like, for me, those things make me feel like my cup is full again, and I have the energy to go out into the world, because those things make me so happy and make me feel, like, full and complete. So I really want to keep that as a focus in my life. And then the very last one is an object. I have, you can see, I have this love seat and then the sofa. I've also got a cuddle station going on right now because we've been sick all week. I'm home by myself today, but I have felt so crappy this week. But this set is so old. I bought it used when I was like 22 or something like that, and It's so icky looking. I feel like my apartment looks like a college dorm, and I hate it, but the reason I still have them is because I don't know what I want. I'm so indecisive. I'm like, maybe I want, a love seat and a sofa set again, or maybe I want a recliner, and maybe I want this, and I just, like, can't make decisions. But, like, it's getting to the point, and this might sound stupid and dramatic, but it's getting to the point where, like, these don't make me happy anymore, and they kind of stress me out because I feel like they look so terrible, like, so terrible, and I hate them. So that is, like, my biggest thing, is that I want to fix my living room vibes and get a new sofa seating area set. So yeah, I have no idea if people will watch this video, just because it is such, like, more of a personal video. But I hope that if you do watch this, even if you watch a part of it, you get some sort of inspiration or start to think about things that maybe you would want to change for the new year, or you would want to stay the same for the new year. I would encourage everybody to quit smoking in the new year. That's one thing that I would love. But other than that, I think that these things are so personal. So we'll see how this goes over. I hope that you have a new year. I hope that you have a happy day wherever you are, and we will talk again soon. Bye.